your mental picture. One of my quotes states, "The results of your life is the canvas that your subconscious mind chooses to paint its masterpiece portrait upon, whether good or bad." How you see yourself matters more than anything. It doesn't matter if someone else conveys the message to you that you are brilliant in a particular area of your life. If you see yourself as a failure, that mental picture will be the prominent fixture in your life. Your image of yourself is an accumulation of all your life experiences. We all must take an honest, introspective look at the inner working of our being and how we really see ourselves. I remember reading a story several years ago about a plastic surgeon that performed numerous cosmetic surgeries. And he noted that although he performed these surgeries that noticeably changed the physical attributes, appearance of his clients, they seemed to still see themselves as what they looked like formerly. Their mental image had not changed, although they looked different physically in the mirror. Even when friends and loved ones told them how good they looked, their mental image and how they saw themselves ultimately ruled the day. In fact, some of them argued with their loved ones about how they looked because of the power of their mental image. So what do you see when you look in the mirror? What do you see when you think of yourself? What feelings arise when you think of yourself? Are you critical of yourself? It's possible to hate yourself because of your former life experiences. Believe it or not, how you treat others is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. If you are hateful toward others and have a different time getting along with others, this is simply a reflection of your self-image. We are all interconnected, although we may appear separate because we are of different shapes, sizes, and colors. We are actually all one in the same. In fact, did you know the individual atoms making up the various molecules currently on Earth, for example, like nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, and carbon dioxide, was once breathed in and out by other people who we consider great, for example, like Plato, Jesus, Michelangelo, Queen Victoria, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., etc. And some people who we consider to be the worst of human expression, like an Adolf Hitler, Attila the Hun, etc. We are all connected at a level that is deeper than our eyes are able to behold. But if we keep seeing ourselves as different or separate from others, we will continue to have this war, tension internally toward others who seem to be separate from ourselves. Do you all remember these song lyrics? What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. You can only give what you have first received. Some people may say, well, I've never received love because of the way I was brought up as a child. Neither of my parents or caregivers ever expressed love to me with their caring actions or with loving words. If this has been your plight, you will have to give it to yourself by changing your mental picture of how you see yourself, by influencing your subconscious mind with your thoughts, mental imagery, combined with the feeling of your wish, desire fulfilled. You must be in the picture that you desire, like a movie being played. You within it, you feeling it, you experiencing it. This is accomplished by utilizing your imagination and presently experiencing your desire, your goal, your wish fulfilled. Make your new mental picture a present fact by being within that picture, with all the feelings and emotions associated with it, the people who you would like to be within that picture. You begin to feel good about yourself, feel good about your interaction with others. Presently, you may see yourself as small and insignificant, but only you can change that image of yourself. No one else is responsible for your mental picture but you at this point of your life. Sure, you have been dealt a bad hand as a child, but you have the power residing in you to give yourself any and everything you missed out on as a child. If you can come to terms with you ultimately being in control of your life, you will begin to make decisions that will become the catalyst in changing your life from within. Live your life inside out. Everything is within you. Your picture, your mental image within you. No one could see it but you. You know the things that people say to you, sometimes good, sometimes bad. But when someone says something good to you, you immediately replace it with that mental image of yourself. Oftentimes it's negative, demeaning of yourself, demoralizing yourself. Your picture always rules the day. You always interpret what's being said to you with what's on the inside of you. See yourself as in control. If you can do something that could change your life, make a decision that could change your life, that means that you are in control and not some outer being or outer thing that could happen to you. It's you that's in control. And you have to see that in order to change your life in that picture. Your imagination, you can utilize it, work with it. Sometimes our imaginations could constantly be playing negative imagery and images of ourselves, reliving the past, bad, negative experiences over and over and over again, like a motion picture loop. And in order to change that, You must get a new image of yourself by feeling your wish fulfilled, experiencing that which you desire, whatever it is. It could be a better home life, a better just you feeling good about yourself and how people interact with you, treating you with respect, you treating others with respect. And what does that feel like? What does it feel like within you? It's subjective. You could imprint your subconscious mind by consciously doing that every day, spending a few minutes each day. And you can do it several times a day. But this will begin to change the picture of yourself. Write it down. Maybe you could just begin writing. What do you want? Write it out. Experience it. Give it some thought. And when you begin to give it thought, you'll notice that you will come up with things that you really want. But it will take some work on your part, some time dedicated. I know oftentimes when you think of changing things about yourself or doing something new, you immediately begin to say you don't have time. You can't afford not to have time to change your life. We all have time. We just need to rearrange things within our life. We can do that. You know, if you can think back of some things that has happened in your life that came up suddenly and it was time needed to take care of things, you just simply rearrange things in your life to fit it. And you can do the same thing with changing your mental picture of yourself. You can do that. And you have to just make the decision to do it. If you want it bad enough, if you hurt bad enough, if this present state is so undesirable, it could give you that fuel that you need to move forward or to do something different. But it all begins and ends with you. Everything does. Now, another one of my quotes. You say it's what happened to you outwardly. I say it's what you are doing to you inwardly. It's what you're doing. There's another quote by Henry Ward Beecher. He said, every artist dips his brush in his own soul and paints his own nature into his pictures. You're the painter. I ask you this question. What have you decided to paint with your internal paintbrush? So be proactive and start the process today to begin your new mind creation. And remember to join me again next week for an all-new episode of your new mind creation. I would like to thank you for listening to the New Mind Creator podcast with your host, Maurice. This podcast has been sponsored by Abundant Sports. Subscribe to my podcast and leave a review on iTunes, Google Play, Overcast, and Pocket Casts. Head over to www.mauriceflournoy.com to find out more about my services and receive more motivation and insight to help create your new mind.